It was never out of like necessity for transportation. It was always like out of necessity for a leisure activity. I just listened to everyone, and they all had subpar advice, and I was also a subpar moped mechanic at the time. By the time I'd realized that, I had already put so much money into, oh, these are the parts that you should buy for this thing, like you should get that carburetor, oh, you should get that exhaust pipe, oh, you should run this ignition. Like, for a while it was like a couples activity, because I was dating this girl for a while that I got into mopeds as well. I would always make sure that like she had the better bike out of the two of us, like really built, like properly tuned, like handled better, was safer at speed moped. It was no longer like me getting hurt. It was like someone I cared about getting hurt on something that I had built, which was something that I was not into at all. The thought of that was just like, either step up and do it right or get out of the game. Like, that's really what got me into being like just a good mechanic about it. Over the past year or so, I would say it's really kicked up a notch. I went and worked in Texas for like 3.5 weeks after riding a moped from New York to there, as long as I don't get over my head with like booking too many repairs or not being hasty enough on parts ordering or really actually not being as good of a mechanic as I think I am. I think I'll be pretty alright to do it in the city professionally. I grew up in Central Mass, where I met some kids through skateboarding, local skate park in my hometown in Rutland. My friend Adam Metterville let me ride my first moped and got me into them. I think it was 1976 Puch Maxi S. I think it was a 2 horsepower model. It did like 35 and was like terrifying, and it was bone stock. It was so sick. Yeah, I got my first moped on my 21st birthday. I was going out to pick up a bike with Metterville in like Chicopee or something. Finally got back to Shrewsbury. Metterville was just like, yeah, if you want, like, as a birthday present, you can just buy this bike from me for what I just paid for it. And I was like, deal, fucking sold. And that was how I got my first bike. I ended up breaking a lot of stuff, and that is how I ended up learning how to fix it. It was always super fun, and if they're broken, you can't ride them.